Harter underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up 1 second left. Down goes Freezer. Down goes Freezer. Down goes Freezer.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Never. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. Do you believe in miracles? Yes.
Hit it, Roy.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk to sports and other stuff, like feces. Speaking of which, why did the police officer sit on the toilet? To do his duty. Nah. I'm just playing. But seriously, why did Piglet have binoculars in the bathroom? He was searching for poo. Nah, yo. I'm just playing with your funny asses. But for real, why did Bobo the moron take a nap in the shitter? Because it said restroom on the door. Anyway, I'm Roy Harter, and here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everybody.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for that psychotic introduction, Roy Harter.
You're
when
welcome,
are you leaving, sir? Because after these last few weeks of introductions, they're getting crazier, longer. You're adding more and more material in. You're hitting us with 2 or 3 jokes. Now, last week it was weather. This week it's a scatological thing you're doing. All shit humor.
Yeah. I'm building a set for Bobby.
But in all seriousness, this is your final show for a while. You're getting neck surgery on March 6th, your birthday.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so next week I won't be available because I have to do a whole bunch of pre-op kind of appointments at various places, and the following week is a surgery. So I'm gonna, and then I have a bit of a recovery where I won't be able to actually be sitting on camera. So I'm gonna take a little break, maybe a month, 2 months, who knows? But hopefully I'll be back to normal pretty quick, and I'll be straight, pain-free, drug-free.
Well,
I don't know about the drug-free part, but
all right. Well, okay. Jesus Christ! I don't need the whole goddamn medical rundown. What the fuck is this, Doogie Howser?
Yeah.
What am I, my George Clooney on ER? Where you're giving me every little shot of penicillin you're going to take, and every little goddamn fucking weird ass drug. And you know, the one thing that I'm concerned about is this leads Roy right back to the morphine, which he has tried so hard to get away from these years, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to be shooting that dope. And by April 1st, it's going to be a fucking William, Burroughs situation.
Probably closer to March 7th, David. I don't know about April.
Roy Cobain is on his way. Watch out for some accidental incident in Rome or whatever the fuck happened there.
Yeah. But on a good note, I'll probably be a solid 2 inches taller by the end of it. So,
well, Ed, you're dealing with that. I'm dealing with being sick. But I refused. I have refused. I started getting sick literally on Wednesday, and it was like I felt it coming. I was like literally talking to Robert, and I'm like, in the last 15 minutes, I've gotten sick. That's weird.
Keep your distance, David. Keep your distance, please.
Yes, I shall. But I'm coming out of that. I'm about to do that. I will give you a David McDonald residency alert due to some of the support from some of the dogsies. I'm okay for the next 6 days until March, till March 1st. And then, March 1st might begin a whole new crisis. If you could care to contribute for all the thousands of hours I've done for free over the years, contribute to the David McDonald housing crisis at didvod@aol.com on PayPal. My PayPal account, DIDVOD at AOL.com. And I'm serious about this. And again, this is for the folks who might have some extraneous moolah, not for the folks, who are also in my situation, because landlords like Roy Harter, for instance, are the biggest scumbags on the face of the planet Earth. And all of you should be taken out and destroyed. Like the fucking dogs you are, like a horse that breaks his leg at the Kentucky Derby. We should put a tent over all landlords and destroy you.
If it's any consolation, David, I'm both a landlord and a tenant. So I mean, I'm on both sides of the thing.
True,
as well.
You are. Well, these people hate me. They always screw with me. So like I said, I'm in a little bit of the old rental arrears, but we're making do. All right.
How far out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, how far into arrears are you? Is it like call the sheriff time? Are they going to knock down your door?
No. If I don't give them the cash by April 1st, this is a weekly thing. This is a monthly thing, obviously.
Oh yes.
And I'm close to getting a job, but with the fucking Uber, like I told you. But the goddamn paperwork's taking forever. I'm doing everything that I can do. I'm doing jobs. I'm consulting on podcasts. I'm doing the Patreon. I'm hustling, running, scrambling, and doing everything, whether it's broadcasting or real work. I'm doing everything the right way.
Broadcasting or real work. I like that distinction, David.
This bullshit or actual work. I'm doing it. I'm trying to do it. But these people are pricks. And every single time it's like, okay, can you give me a few extra days? No, if we don't get the money on the first, you're fucking done. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Anyway, I'm not fun. It. You know the rules. PayPal, didvad@aol.com. Yes. What we're here to talk about is a little sports, a little nonsense, a little BS. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, Adam Silver has let the NBA get away from him. He is the NBA commissioner, Roy.
Okay.
And came into the league replacing really the all-time legend, David Stern. When you look at the two great commissioners of sports, you're probably looking at Pete Rozelle in the NFL, who got, the merger, the AFL-NFL merger, Monday Night Football, the evolution of the game, the just gigantic spreading of popularity. And then you have David Stern doing the same thing. He recognized we need to build the NBA on stars. We're going to look at those two guys, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, build the whole league around them, and then other stars. And then when the Michael Jordans come in, boom, we're off and running. We're into the stratosphere. It's all about the stars. Adam Silver takes over. The first thing he did was kick the crazy LA Clippers owner out of the league. So Silver got off to a good start because that guy was crazy. Donald Sterling. If you just Google Donald Sterling and some of this shit, talk about a slumlord, Roy.
Oh,
that's all he did was own these horrible tenants, all these awful apartments in Los Angeles, and called every single slur you could possibly think of. He's like, oh, yeah, all these N-words and all these bleeps and bleeps and bleeps and just, they're dirty, horrible people. This is all recorded by his mistress at the time.
Thank God Roy doesn't own an NBA team.
Yes, and thankfully I don't have a mistress capable of recording. Yes.
So Adam Silver kicks that guy out. That's literally the only thing that we can say that Adam Silver has done of any prominence. He's destroyed the All-Star games. No one cares about the All-Star games anymore, and they have to try all these weird different formats. How about this? Ready? I got a novel idea.
Go for it,
Jay. Assholes, you get paid $40 million. Get your ass on the court and try for the whole game. Now, here's what I would do. If you don't like that, if you're not going to fucking try, you're not an All-Star. Your resume doesn't say All-Star. You don't get the All-Star, and that shit matters. 10-time All-Star, 12-time All-Star, 15-time All-Star. No, it's if you're going to be, and the doggies are here with me too.
Yeah.
As you can hear, there's Enzo, and he's not happy with Sonny. Sonny's bothering him. Anyway, the point is, you tell the players if you're a commissioner worth your salt, you're in charge. You tell these guys. Get your asses on the court and try. The game's ratings are down because the people feel like there's just an over-reliance on three. You get all these guys who are not Steph Curry jacking up threes from 30 feet. No one wants to see that. That doesn't happen with my team. The New York Knicks play basketball the right way. Inside game. Yes, Robert. I watch every goddamn Knicks game. Karl Anthony Towns takes the ball to the hoop. OG Anunoby takes the ball to the hoop. Josh Hart's one of the best finishers at the rim in the NBA. These guys can shoot threes, but it's not just a freaking 3-point contest over here. And now this latest thing with Adam Silver is this. Luka gets traded insanely from the Dallas Mavericks to the Lakers for nothing. It was dirty. What they did in Dallas to Luka and to their fan base was dirty. That was shady. That was some weird shit. They don't call up. There's 30 other NBA teams who would have put together the biggest package of all time for Luka. All they do is say all they do is call one person, the Lakers general manager, and say, hey, do you want the 25-year-old megastar for nothing, basically, for a couple draft picks and Anthony Davis? It's a horrible trade. Now you're getting people. We covered it. They had something in the Dallas Mavericks arena where there was some stupid fan sing-along contest, and you get on the big screen if you mouth the words. And when this one big, huge, fat guy got on screen, he mouthed the words, "Fire Nico." That's the general manager. They kicked this guy out. They ejected him from the arena. You know how expensive his seats were? I saw him. He was on the floor. You're looking at a $150, $200 ticket. And they eject him? And now here's the latest thing. The Dallas Mavericks are even bigger pussies than we thought. They release a statement in which they are saying any fan wearing a Luka Doncic jersey, which is a Dallas Mavericks jersey, by the way. So any fan wearing a Dallas Mavericks jersey that happens to have 77, Luka's number on it, will get ejected and banned from the arena. Now, I got so many issues with this, it's not even funny. You know how expensive these official NBA jerseys, baseball jerseys, football jerseys are? You're talking another $175 to $200 if it's a good jersey, that's a quality jersey. So you have some stupid Dallas Mavericks fan, right? Maybe it's a kid. Maybe it's a kid with his stupid little paper route. You know, little Johnny, little fucking Johnny, Bob, Jimmy, Joe, Jim, because, you know, it's Texas. It's Texas. They have those kind of names.
Of course, yeah.
So Jimmy, Johnny, Joe, Jim, Bob, Jim is doing the newspapers. He finally saves $200 to buy a Dallas Mavericks Luka Doncic jersey. You guys trade Luka, not Jimmy, Jim, Bob, Jim. You guys traded Luka in the middle of the night. And now if Jimmy, Bob, Jim comes in his Dallas Mavericks jersey, he's banned for life.
That's crazy, David.
Fuck you. And Adam Silver, the reason why this goes back to you is, where are you? You're soft. The second Luka got traded in the middle of the night to the Lakers, you should have been on the phone saying, what happened here?
Yeah.
How come you didn't send Luka to the Knicks?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of teams in NBA franchises and the league as a whole would improve if Luka was in certain spots.
Right. Hey, Dave, so this is all started because of the guy was mouthing these words with his mouth?
That was the fan from a few weeks ago. He just lip-synced Fire Nico. That's the general manager, and they kicked him out of the arena.
And this is what started this whole goddamn thing.
Even before
essentially. Well, no. What started is what the Dallas Mavericks did. They traded their 25-year-old megastar to the goddamn Lakers.
Bad news, buddy. Hey, Dave. Just checking. Can you read my lips when I say this?
No. What was that? What did you mouth right there?
I was singing a song. My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. Did you ever hear that song? just checking.
You. No one knows. My name is Luca. I live on the
second floor. Yeah.
I'm going to read you this soft email. The Dallas Mavericks sent their ticket holders, their fans.
Okay, let's hear this, buddy.
Dear Mavericks fans, as we continue to navigate this season and the recent changes to our roster, we want to take a moment to connect with you, our loyal and passionate supporters who make the team what it is. The trade of Luka Doncic earlier this year was a difficult moment for all of us. We know the emotions tied to his departure are still raw for many in our community. After thoughtful consideration and hearing from fans, staff, and players, we've made the decision to implement a temporary policy at American Airlines Arena, effective immediately. We will no longer permit number 77 jerseys to be worn inside the arena during games. This step is not about erasing history or diminishing what Luka meant to this franchise. His legacy as a Maverick will always be part of us. Instead, it's about creating a space where we can heal together, focus on the present, and build towards the future as a united Mavs family.
Wow, David. I don't know how I would take that if I was a fan.
A gigantic crock of shit. I swear to God. First of all, you know what I would do? I would go out there. I would remove my shirt. I would go to a tattoo parlor, and I'd have Luka's jersey tattooed to my goddamn body. For real. This would have driven me so crazy that I would have gotten a Luka jersey tattooed on me and then go into the stadium and say, the only way you're now going to have to throw me out is if you fucking chop off my torso. It's embarrassing that they would fucking do this. And for goddamn Adam Silver, the commissioner, who should have stepped in with this Dallas Mavericks situation a long time ago. Roy, they're having like 1,000-person vigils and protests and all this goddamn shit because the guy was literally their franchise. He had just bought a $15 million mansion. He was expecting to live in Dallas for his entire life. He actually is some weird fucking, I don't know, Eastern European goddamn commie weirdo who somehow loves Texas. He was prepared. He loved them. They love him. Everyone was happy. And this general manager comes in and just makes changes for no reason. Just like every radio program director and general manager I've ever met. It's amazing how goddamn program directors and general managers are the stupidest people. Yeah. All they do is make decisions to justify having a job. 9 times out of 10, their decisions are horrible because they don't know anything about what they're talking about. They have no knowledge of product.
Oh, David. Oh, I feel bad for you, buddy. That's terrible.
Dave, I think you read the email. Sometimes when you read a text, it doesn't have the emotion behind it. Maybe if you read it like you were laughing at all the fans and it was sarcastic, it would make more sense.
No, I mean, my thing is just that this whole thing is, it's you can't tell the fans not to speak their mind where their seats.
I don't like this whole dress code bullshit. That's a turn off for me, David.
Seriously, look, someone in Dallas do the tattoo idea. I promise I'll put you on the show. By the way, we are going to have some, not every week. Some weeks will just be me and Robert, but other weeks will be a guest host. Your Big A Andrew Golds, your Bobo, Daniel Curlins of the world, and other people. We have put the word out if you want to do a co-host scenario with these next few weeks or 8 weeks or whatever for Roy. And if you're somebody who we know, why don't you reach out to us? Reach out to us. Maybe we'll select you. But if you're the Dallas Mavericks person who tattoos Luka's jersey on your chest and back, I will put you on the show.
You're getting a segment. Yeah, for sure.
Like, that has to happen. And where is Adam Silver? Where is the NBA commissioner? Does anyone care? First of all, no one is watching these games because people can't trust if the guys are going to play it now. There's load management. This is something that never happened. Never.
Load management?
Load management, where healthy NBA players are just taking the night off.
Oh, okay. I have a different version of that.
Me too, Roy, where I don't jerk off before I fuck my girlfriend.
This is different. And the point is, this didn't happen with Michael Jordan or Larry Bird or Charles Barkley or Magic Johnson or Isaiah Thomas or Patrick Ewing or Hakeem Olajuwon. This shit didn't happen where these guys say, oh, I'm not playing tonight. I swear to God, the NBA has never been more entitled, more spoiled in their entire lives. And the problem is people have noticed. I'm watching Knicks, but too many people aren't watching the league at all because they're acting like selfish, entitled, arrogant twats. And let me tell you one other thing. It's again because there is a weak leader in the NFL offices. The commissioner, Adam Silver, he can't rein these people in. He's got to talk to people and say, hey, guys, just in case you guys know, our league is not doing well right now. Everyone hates the All-Star game. Everyone hates pretty much all of you. People don't like you guys right now.
Yeah.
And you're acting like it's, 1992, the explosion of the NBA with the Dream Team.
Oh, yeah.
None of you guys are those players. You guys are getting your $40 or $50 million on the backs of those players. And those guys never took a goddamn day off. When they were playing on the Dream Team in scrimmage, they were saying that they almost came to blows a couple times. Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan got into a heated argument during scrimmage. What are we talking about here? Why is the NBA done this? Adam Silver, man up, you pencil neck geek with that fucking little tiny head of yours. Talk about a goddamn pinhead. That phrase is absolutely invented for Adam Silver. That guy is the definition of a pinhead. I'm sorry.
The Ramones came up with that one, David.
The only softer person the NBA can put in charge is Karl Anthony Towns at this point.
Listen, I'm loving the Knicks. Like I said, the Knicks are actually the exception, folks. If you want to actually root for a team, like the Knicks actually try to play hard every night. Now, the only problem is Tom Thibodeau is going to burn out these guys, and that's why also the Knicks get eliminated in the second round the last 2 years because they're totally shot in May when the playoffs come. But at least they play hard every night. You know that they play hard every night because they get burned out for the playoffs.
I heard a story.
You know what? I'm being honest. The Knicks play hard. They play the game the right way, but they're one of the lone teams. Like, they don't have assholes. Jalen Brunson's great. I just saw a story where some kid was wearing a Jalen Brunson. This is all documented. They had the picture and the video. Some kid was wearing a Jalen Brunson jersey at a restaurant in New York. And then, who comes into the restaurant? Jalen Brunson himself, the Knicks captain. And the dad, good job on the father's part, said, don't bother them celebrities, athletes when they're eating. Kid didn't. Kid did not approach Jalen Brunson. Waited the entire dinner. Jalen Brunson finishes the dinner, then walks out of the restaurant, sees the kid with the jersey, gives him a little dab, gives him a little fucking handshake, and then signs the jersey. And the father said the kid was, in heaven. So if you want to root for good people and good basketball, you root for the Knicks. But everyone else, you're destroying this league. LeBron James, you are destroying this league because the league is LeBron's gigantic toy box. Oh, I want to play with my son, but he's not good enough to compete in the NBA. Yeah, but I want to play with my son. So, put my son on the fucking team and put him in the game. It's like, okay.
Oh.
LeBron James makes the All-Star team 2 minutes before the fucking game. He decides, I'm not playing. So he took an All-Star spot from somebody.
Wait, what do you mean you're not playing? Well,
what he said. He said, and because he did it 2 minutes before the game, there was no way for the commissioner to replace him with another All-Star. So he took someone's All-Star spot. Yeah, the guy's an asshole.
That's it. If I was a coach on that team, I'd say, get out on that goddamn court or I'm going to fucking spank you in front of this entire stadium. I would have done that.
Wait a
David.
second.
I would have give that motherfucker such a spanking. I would have put him right across my fucking legs and
Talk about a weird optical illusion of all 5'2", like Baby Yoda-heighted Roy Harter with a giant African American on his lap, and he's spanking the man.
how's that image for you, buddy?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Giving me a hard time with my load management.
Look, if the NBA might freaking fall down now. I mean, listen. They got to make some changes. But until they make those changes, I'm prepared to say that Adam Silver, we're going to put you on a little list. It's a list for little weasels and pinheads like yourself who do nothing but fuck everything up. Adam Silver, welcome to the Shizer list.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
And you know, because LeBron ain't helping things out either, LeBron James, put your ass on the Shizer list, Daddy. Come on.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
And you know what? ESPN. You let these fucking guys get away with murder because ESPN has an NBA contract. And ESPN is two sports these days, folks. It's only football and basketball. If you like baseball, hockey, tennis, golf, NASCAR, forget about it. It's a football and basketball. And because ESPN turns a blind eye to this nonsense, ESPN, you're now on the Shizer too. Go ahead.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
Embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm going to tell you something else that's embarrassing. You want to talk about having your goddamn head in the clouds? You want to talk about narcissism? You want to talk about being an egomaniac? Robert, please show this tweet or post, I guess it was Instagram, of Angel Reese. This is the WNBA megalomaniac narcissist, Angel Reese, who really thinks highly of herself. And here's what she writes. I'm going to be a basketball player, model, influencer, businesswoman, fashion girly, podcaster, unapologetic, take care of my family, friends, set records, create history, be the first, set trends, win at everything in life.
Sorry, honey, there's only one Roy Harter in this world.
No, this is the best part. NBA All-Star. Guy who won a ring with LeBron, for that matter. Kevin Love, in the comments section, says, I'm going to go ahead and take the under. That is a hysterical line from Kevin Love. I've never seen anyone who loves herself more than Angel Reese. Can I just tell you all something before this? Because I always do everything before anyone else. So I'm going to let you in on a secret. She is the worst shooter I have ever seen. Let me give you a little display. Stretch for a second.
Okay.
I need a basketball.
Oh,
Go ahead, stretch.
I'm stretching, buddy.
Stretch, I said.
It's very difficult for me to stretch these days. I can only keep my head.
Stretching just to keep your head up.
Yeah, pretty much, Bobby. You know, once they fuse all these vertebrae, I'm going to have a little bit less movement in my neck.
Good.
It's going to be very interesting. Oh, here he is. The
I'm
shooter.
back. We have the basketball set
Yep,
up.
there it is, buddy. I see it.
Hold on. No, it's not playtime, Enzo. This is very important. I'm going to try to be on the microphone at the same time. I will yell. Robert, you got to give me, there we go. Give me a full picture here. I'm sorry, Roy.
That's
I'm sorry
okay,
to
buddy.
bump you out of shot, Roy.
That's all right. I'm going to play you up.
Hey. I had to bump you out of the shot, okay? You giving me lip now? Now, I want
You can't see me. I'm not talking.
Please. When you shoot a basketball, if you're a lefty, you step with the shot with your left foot. If you're a righty, why are we barking? If you're a righty, you step with your right foot and then jump off the basket. You understand?
Got it so far.
Okay.
Seems simple.
This is important.
Yeah.
In other words, Angel Reese gets the ball, you step with your left, and you go up, and you jump. Every time Angel Reese touches the ball, every time, she steps with the right foot. She's stepping with the wrong foot. What that does is considerably cuts down on your elevation of your jump shot.
Yeah.
She's a lefty, but she is stepping with her right foot every time. Oh, puts you off. That is okay. There, get the ball. Just take the ball.
Yeah. You should have named
I
it.
had to give that to the ball there.
Should have named your dog
Point is-
Angel Reese. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert, you know this. You played a little bit in high school. When you step with your left foot if you're a lefty, go up. You make an L. Right? A perfect L. And you go straight up and you say goodbye to the ball with your hand. Okay? She does none of this. She steps most of her jump shots. She's stepping with her right foot.
See, I get confused because usually when I hear the term jump shot, you're able to get at least a piece of paper under the person who's shooting the ball. I don't see her leave the ground. She's terrible.
You are supposed to be jumping. Angel Reese has no hops. Again, I'd really like to check to make sure that no one put cement in her sneakers before the game, because I've never seen someone with less hops. Someone who thinks she's a star, who plays basketball. And I mean, Larry Bird looks like Dr. J compared to Angel Reese. Like, I've never seen someone. I still have a conspiracy theory that I believe in WNBA arenas, they turn the gravity up. and this forces all the women to only jump like 1 inch off the ground, because that's the way the WNBA looks to me. It's like basketball, like good skilled basketball, but with the gravity turned like super high.
You're telling me they're
Reese,
not?
let me just say this. No, I'm on to talk about Angel Reese. Angel Reese, she steps with the wrong foot. She doesn't make the L.
Makes a U?
No, she pushes the ball. She pushes the ball. It's like a shot put almost. She just gets the ball and pushes it. It's horrible. How can no one in the WNBA not take this lady aside and say, look, I guess you want to be one of the faces of the league. We need to work on your jump shot, Angel, because her jump shot is UGLY. She ain't got no alibi. It's ugly.
Wonder what our podcasting skills are like, David. Can't wait to see her direct something. Or
I've watched the clip of Unapologetically Angel. That's the name of the show. Hey, that really rolls off the tongue there. That's just like Imus in the morning. Unapologetically Angel. Unapologetic. I can't fucking even say the name of the show. Yeah. There's too many A's and syllables. Unapologetically Angel.
Too many vowels.
Too much. Too many mouth exercises to say that one. Why wouldn't she just call it Angel? Just fuck it, simply Angel.
Why wouldn't she dedicate her time to basketball?
How about this? Reese's Pieces. And then she just puts her nothing. I'm not going to go with that type of misogynistic direction.
I was thinking something like, I don't know, Fallen Angel or something. But Reese's Pieces is pretty good.
I'm somewhat looking forward to the WNBA because I can't wait to make fun of the people. Made a big deal that she scored 20 points and got 20 rebounds in this unrivaled league. It's 3-on-3, folks.
Wow.
Your numbers should be way, way up on 3-on-3. Technically, really, she should have been getting 40 points and 30 rebounds. 3-on-3. You can't be looking at numbers on 3-on-3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens when the league starts. But if no one's gonna address this goddamn jump shooting thing with Angel Reese, then once again, let me be the first to say her jump shot is the ugliest in all of sports. All of sports.
It's like she's playing pool basketball.
I love the fact that you're going to hate watch the WNBA. That's pretty excellent. They're going to have ratings just because people hate her. It's amazing.
That's right.
Did you see
That's
she
right.
got a McDonald's meal? And there's a little controversy around it.
Uh-oh. What do you mean? What happened?
So, like, they have an official Angel Reese meal, and it's supposed to be like a Happy Meal for kids, but unfortunately, the toys are just bricks because that's all Angel Reese has.
That's good. That's good. That's
Bobby's
good.
Bobby's hitting him out of the park today, dude.
So, screw Angel Reese. That's what I have to say. Basketball's annoying the hell out of me right now. You know?
Yeah.
Because the Knicks, I have to put all my hope into them since the Yankees choked in the World Series. The Notre Dame gets all of the way to the championship game. They choke. Eli Manning gets all of the way to the finalists of the Hall of Fame votes, and then those voters choked, and they keep out Eli. In the nightmare, which is the calendar year of the Davey Mac Sports world, this has been the worst sports year of my entire life as a fan. Because I've been so close now. 3 separate times. And then the rug just gets pulled out. 3 times. Yankees, Eli, and Notre Dame. I need the Knicks to improve against the Celtics and the Cavs. They're playing the Celtics today, Sunday. They played the Cavs on Friday. You know, you want to hear the score, Roy? 142 to 105, Cleveland.
Ouch.
Whoa.
Ouch.
That's an ass whipping.
But I thought Knicks played basketball the right way.
They did. They also were missing Josh Hart, and they've been missing Mitchell Robinson all year, and they don't have a shot in hell of beating the Celtics or the Cavs without those two guys. They don't. Those two teams are just above the Knicks right now.
You got to have a little pride, though. I mean, a team puts up 120 points on you. Bring a bat.
No,
or
it's
something.
bad. It's bad. They've also gotten their ass kicked by Oklahoma City, you know, who are on tops in the West. So it's like the Knicks are a really good team, but when the elite teams come into the house, they go, well, yeah, Knicks you're a solid B+, buddies. And like all us Knicks fans are like, but we can win a championship with a solid B+, can't we? No, you can't.
We may have some breaking news.
The Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, god damn, horrible year for them. Not only does their coach Popovich have a stroke, but then Wembanyama out for the season.
Boom.
And Popovich. Holy shit. Well, that's it for them. They were making a little noise. Wembanyama is incredible. I mean, he is amazing. It's like watching an alien play. The guy's 7'5", Roy, but he actually has skill. Like he actually has talent rather than being one of those, you know, I hate to say it, but the Manute Bol, Sean Bradley, we're just weird fucking tall freaks who can only block shots and can't do anything else. This guy can actually play.
Right. Okay. All right. Where's he from? What's his nationality?
Wembanyama, he's from overseas as well. What, France?
Well, I'm going to say with a name like Wembanyama.
French, right? Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, Victor. Okay.
There may have been a stop along the way of his emigration, Roy. I know what you're getting at with Wembanyama, not thinking it's French.
Maybe New Guinea or something. I don't know.
He certainly acts like a French pussy out for the season, though. All right.
Is there any more part of Victor Wembanyama's ancestry that you need to know about? Mein Führer, the only Aryan guy on the show, always needs to know everyone's goddamn bloodline.
Gotta
down
know,
to like the most minuscule piece of DNA. Roy needs to know your heritage. He needs to know who he's talking to.
Yes, I need to know, you know, whether I can look you in the eyes or just look away when I'm talking to you.
I'm sure in another life, you said the phrase, papers, please, a lot.
You should have seen how excited he was getting when you said you were going to put Adam Silver on a list.
He wants me to put Adam Sandler on a list, too. He got mad at him. Those two, Adam Sandler once spilt a beer out on Roy's at Hooters.
That's right. Yeah, I said put him on the train is what I said, Dave.
Yeah.
Not even the
I
list.
remember that.
Put him right on the train.
Dumb Jets jersey. The Yankees, this is great. Hey, the New York Yankees fail to win the World Series, and then they back that up by losing probably their most important, you know, outside of Aaron Judge, but really Juan Soto was the guy who also protected Aaron Judge. So they lose the World Series, and then they lose Juan Soto to crosstown rival, the New York Mets. I mean, it's been an extra brutal year for Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman. Hal's the owner, Brian Cashman's the general manager.
Right.
So in order to distract everyone, the Yankees announced, we're going to get rid of our no beard policy. So the Yankees would only allow mustaches, no sideburns, nothing on the chin. They have finally given up on that policy, and they are saying that they will allow beards for the first time in Yankee history, meaning myself and Roy Harter can finally play first base and shortstop for the New York Yankees.
Who's playing first base and who's playing shortstop?
I'm playing first.
Okay, just checking. Bobby's back. And he's got.
You can handle the shortstop position that I'm putting you at, can't you?
I'd say sure. I mean, just tell me where that is on the field, and I'll play it.
He doesn't know where shortstop is. He's going to run out there.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to guess shortstop. It's behind. It's right in front of the referee over the plate where the batter's standing. Short guy stops the ball.
I love it. I love the distraction that is so obvious. Hey, Yankee fans, please get off our backs.
Yeah.
Hal Steinbrenner knows that he's a weak owner. Brian Cashman should absolutely have gotten fired 3 or 4 years ago at this point. The guy's literally been the Yankee general manager since 1998. When can we turn the page on Brian Cashman, for crying out loud? So they do this ridiculous PR stunt, which is, well, our guys can have beards now. That makes us cool, right? Right, folks? That makes us cool. We're gonna be a cool Yankees now, man.
Oh man, that sounds like a distraction to me, David.
Of all the people, Johnny Damon, who looked like a goddamn caveman on the Boston Red Sox, but then he came over to the Yankees, chopped his hair off, shaved his beard. Of all people, Johnny Damon doesn't like this. He gave some some sort of phone. He released a video where he was on a cruise.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm here on a cruise, having a great time. Everyone's sending me this link of the Yankees no beard policies going away. And I just gotta say, I'm not sure I agree with that. Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle and Derek Jeter. And then he started to go like, Jorge Posada. Jorge Posada should be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, we're having a great time on this cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Lou Gehrig. Hey, Johnny Damon here. What's up, gang? Hey, guys. Hey, to all the Dame heads out there on Snapchat, man. We're here at the cruise. And, Lou Gehrig never had a beard. I mean, he had that, that disease or something that ate his bones, so maybe he couldn't grow one. Like, maybe if he tried to grow the beard, like, the disease would have eaten that, too. Who also never got a chance to grow a beard was Thurman Munson, because he crashed his plane. Hey, Johnny Damon, what's up, Dame heads? Hey, remember Corey Lidle? He crashed his plane too, right? Wasn't that him too? He crashed his plane. He couldn't grow a beard. Billy Martin never had a chance to grow his beard either. You know why? Car crash on goddamn Christmas Eve. My Billy. I go, God, why'd you have to take my Billy? You know what Jeter said to me? He goes, don't worry, Johnny, there's another Yankee in heaven, man. Anyway, I'm having a good time on this cruise, and I'm Johnny Damon. Bye. See you later, everybody. Bye. I don't know. We do have someone here to actually talk. Yes, Robert.
I kind of got to agree with Johnny Damon. I get where he's coming from. I once was booked to do a bald festival and it was a comedy show to celebrate bald people. So I shaved my head because I was like, I want to be on this show. And I showed up and there was a fucking woman with a full head of hair. And I get it, dude. Like, if you didn't have to go through that suffering and humiliation, why would you? And she didn't even make the bald below joke that we are all thinking of.
Oh. Well, here's the Yankees just signed this closer. What's his name? Devin Williams or something. But anyways, a really good closer from the Brewers. He's always had a beard. So he got signed last week. He cuts his hair, shaves his whole entire beard. A week later, they give this policy. The guy's like, you just had me shave my 8-year-old beard.
That sounds like an FU, David, to me. That's
they signed him. I don't think they want to start their relationship with fucking with their own bullpen pitcher.
Wow. Yeah, they couldn't have given him a heads up. Like, hey, buddy, give it 2 weeks before you shave everything.
I know, that's what I'm saying. No, this is just, hey, don't look at Juan Soto as he hits 50 home runs for the Mets and they win a World Series. Don't look at that. Our guys have beards now. You know who is here, though, to talk about this issue, Roy?
Who's that, buddy?
Behind me. Sports Robot. You hear him? That's him right there behind me.
He's here. I hear him.
Yeah, hold on. I'll bring him a little closer to the foreground there. All right, there we go.
You want to just hold him, David? So you can hear him better?
No, I don't want to hold him. I don't want to touch him. I don't even want to look at him. The things that Sports Robot has said over the years has been highly offensive to many. And again, the Sports Robot does not represent the shows and opinions of the Davey Mac Sports Program. We like to make that very, very clear. Okay, drunken Johnny Damon on a cruise more represents the Davey Mac Sports Program than Sports Robot, who is this gentleman behind me. Anyway, Sports Robot, how are you? He says he'd be better if cannibals ate my ass, which... Yeah, I mean, that could mean a couple of different things, and it's very strange to say. So why don't we what's your take on the Yankees allowing beards now, Sports Robot? Sports Robot says he thought Aaron Judge already got a facial since the Dodgers splooged on him last year. Okay. It's facial hair. Sports Robot, not facials. You sick droid, you. What? Okay. He says he understands. Sports Robot says he still thinks Judge should get cum thrown on his face for hitting 222 in the World Series. Okay. This was a mistake. This was a mistake to bring him back. No, I'm not even going to address that one. Anyway, what? What does Sports Robot call it when he ejaculates inside a woman? Loading the dishwasher. No, that's sexist. No. What? Sports Robot says some people like to come in a jar, but he likes to jack in a box. Jack in a box, Robert. What? This has gone into a horrible direction. What? He said, Sports Robot says, how do porn stars get paid?
Oh, no.
Income. Income. They get paid income, like income. Income, like income. I know what it. Yes, income. Like income, he keeps saying. Sports Robot just keeps saying it over and over again. Yes, we get it. Okay, we get it. Finally, Sports Robot, what? Sports Robot says, what do you call cum-flavored candy? A condom mint. Condom mint. Sports Robot, everyone. Sports Robot. I don't. It's always a mistake having him here, you know? It's always a mistake.
I keep looking. I'm sorry.
Well, it is your fault. So what else is happening here? Anything going on with you two guys while I try to find whatever the hell?
I got nothing new in my life, David.
This is the first time I asked you two boneheads if anything's going on in months.
Yeah,
months, because I was just looking up the next story, and you couldn't stall for 5 seconds.
I made the mistake of letting Roy take the ball there. I got something on my mind, Dave.
Yeah.
So somebody close to me is doing a fundraiser to raise money for cancer. And the way it works is you're supposed to donate money, and then people get to shave his head. And it just feels like a personal attack that the way he's raising money is humiliating himself by how I have to walk around every day. You know, God made this decision for me. It's almost like if we were going to raise money for the Special Olympics, would we all wear our helmets and go, "Durr"? No, that would be insulting.
Jesus, Robert. Not even Roy appreciated that.
That
Roy
was lowbrow.
Too harsh.
Too harsh.
Roy prefers the income jokes, you know,
yeah.
Roy's talking about semen.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't like to make fun of the less fortunate, I think. I like to make fun of the fortunate.
And I like to think I'm standing up for the less fortunate, going, let's stop
There you
mocking
go.
these people who got cursed with a hairline.
Here's the story here. Major League Baseball will be gone from ESPN after 2025. This is the last season of baseball on ESPN for now. They have lost the rights to Major League Baseball. I don't know what ESPN is doing. You know, the World Series ratings last year were phenomenal. You know, it was like 40 million a game.
Wow.
Over 5 games, that's 200 million people, folks. That's bigger than the Super Bowl. Right now, you're saying baseball is bigger than basketball right now. ESPN just won't accept that. They fucking hate baseball, and they just worship basketball and think that every single NBA player can do no wrong. But right now, a lot of the NBA players are doing wrong because they're killing the league. The popularity's in the toilet. So ESPN losing Major League Baseball rights, that's a huge deal.
Well, who's going to get the rights now that ESPN has given up?
Well, you'd think, quite frankly, with all these streaming services, maybe a Netflix puts together a package, something like that. Yeah,
right.
A Max, an HBO Max, a Netflix. But also, I think you'll be getting it on TBS, TNT. I think you'll probably be getting, baseball does exist on the Turner Broadcasting Networks. I think probably get some baseball on the Fox and the Fox Sports.
You know where they should put it, David? Now, this is thinking outside the box, as I always do. It should be on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon should buy the rights to baseball so that they can suck in a new generation of young fans as they get older. Right now, they're just, who watches... Put it on Nickelodeon, and you'll see the ratings go up.
I mean, are you talking and then you put little cartoons over it and shit, like you do that kind of thing?
You could make it a little child friendly, but either just broadcast the games on Nickelodeon. What's
All
the
right,
big deal?
I will let Rob Manfred, the Major League Baseball commissioner, know your idea. Yeah. Okay, I'll send it to him in an email today.
Yeah, or Nick Jr., even better. Catch him even younger.
Now, an unnamed Jets player got robbed. And the robbery comes on the heels of a string of orchestrated thefts, including Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Joe Burrow have all had millions of dollars worth of goods stolen from some of their homes. What the hell?
By goods, you mean like chains, jewelry, and stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
They say this Jets guy was in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. He was at the club. He goes back to his house in Jersey, was followed back to his home by a whole truck of cars. By a whole truck of guys. Like this whole group of guys was just watching this dude and then followed him all the way back to his home. Wow. Jesus, that's scary.
That's nuts. Yeah, that's nuts. Did he not notice that he was being followed by a truckload of guys all the way back to his house? I mean, that's kind of something that I look in my rearview mirror every once in a while, and I could tell if I'm being...
I agree. I'm usually the guy stalking the other person.
Doing the following. Yeah, I know.
I'm usually... Did I ever tell you this one time that I got cut off? I got like an empty, no kids on it, but an empty school bus cut me off.
And you went road rage on a school bus?
No, this school bus nearly drove me off the fucking road, okay? Yeah. If you've ever seen Steven Spielberg's brilliant 1973 film Duel, it predates Jaws by 2 years. It got him the Jaws gig. Go check out Duel. I felt like I was the hero, and it was that gigantic monster ghost truck was chasing me. So this school bus cuts me off, and then like it like legitimately was like trying to knock me off the road.
Oh man.
I had to pull over the shoulder, but then as the bus then proceeds to pull away, I go, screw it. There's no kids on that bus. And I followed that bus everywhere, blasting fucking Radiohead or weird goddamn music. I literally lost my mind where I'm blasting Radiohead and I'm screaming at the person, I will kill you. You better keep driving that school bus. You need to drive it probably to school, because if you stop this fucking bus at a 7-Eleven or a Wawa's or something, I'm getting out of my car to kill you.
You're the only person I know that gets road rage on a school bus.
So the school bus takes a very serious evasive maneuver, and there was a car right in front of the school bus, a little sedan, then the school bus, then me. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, by the way, this probably isn't gonna help with my Uber Eats application.
You're gonna have,
so if you're from Uber, let's just chalk this up to wacky radio. Just a bit. Anyway, it was Amnesiac. I don't remember what the actual Radiohead song. I was driving I was chasing this person for a good half an hour. It was like a very intense, like insane thing. So finally the school bus panics and pulls around this little sedan into the left lane to get around the sedan and then speed past me. When the school bus did that, a fucking oncoming truck in the lane. They were like this. The school bus had to then turn, and the school bus almost like crashed out on the shoulder.
Oh, wow. And then you would have been happy.
Yeah, full circle. That school bus nearly made me crash out on the shoulder, but because I acted like a psychopath and fucking told the school bus driver, I'm going to kill you, they tried to go around the car. They almost got into a head-on collision where everyone would have been dead, but they luckily pulled to the side, and then they spun out. So it was wonderful. That was one of the greatest moments of my life. And again, no kids were on the school bus. There was some fat fucking hag who was just some nasty old bitch, and she got her comeuppance that day.
I feel like the driver triggers you a lot too, because when you infamously chased down the mailman when we were driving into New York together, it was an old hag as well. I feel like you just don't like getting cut off by old hags.
I don't like getting cut off, period. But this mail truck in Manhattan tried to, cut us off and, making turns in front of us with not even a turn signal.
Oh, boy. Evasive maneuvers, yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Anyway.
Can't avoid in Manhattan traffic when Davey's on foot.
I missed my calling. I should have been NASCAR. I know I would have been a good NASCAR because I have the anger for it. Like any guy like Tony Stewart. Like if someone tries to screw with me, I'm not only going to take your car out, I'm going to drive over your pit crew. Like, I'm going to do some shit that's never been done before in NASCAR. Your entire pit crew is going to be hit by my car at 150 miles an hour. I'm going to watch your whole pit crew explode.
Wow.
They called Davey the Jihad Tony Stewart.
All right, Roy, this will be it for a long time. Maybe when you're feeling better, you do a little video and you send it to Robert or I. So
I'll keep you guys posted. Don't worry. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm gonna keep you guys well informed, well in the loop, and I'll be sending you guys some videos. Don't worry. This is not the last you're gonna hear of me.
No, we know.
Yeah.
But it's like you're threatening me and Robert. This won't be the last you hear of me. Yeah. I'll get you. I swear if it's the last thing I ever do.
Now, if I do die on the operating table, David, is there anything of mine that you would like to have?
$10,000. That's the thing that I would want of yours is your money.
Okay.
So yeah, give that. I mean, obviously take care of the family first, but you should be able to have 10 G's for Davey Mac. That will really help my rental issue.
Okay. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna miss you guys. Feel it kicking in.
You'll be
right
fine.
now.
You're gonna be fine, and then like I said, when the surgery is a success, maybe you take a 30-second video and you send it to us, and we'll give it to the fans so that everyone can see that Roy is. And look, if it goes sideways, and you become like somehow they shoot you with like some kind of like mutant gene, you become like an X-Men. You become some sort of fucking freak. Like, make sure you take plenty of video of that as well. Like, we want any kind of video will be good for us.
Okay.
Do you have anything to plug, Roy?
No, I canceled all of my gigs for the next literally 6 months.
Yeah,
so,
I would imagine.
I cleared my calendar, so I'll be attending.
What are your various bands going to do?
Well, we're taking a little break. I don't think we have another Pearl Jam gig booked until maybe June or May, and hopefully by that point I'll be better. And thankfully, there's not a lot of keyboards in the Pearl Jam thing, so if I have to sit it out, I just sit it out. It's
there
easy,
you go. That's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
Robert, anything?
We just did a great episode. I saw somebody wanting a little Carby and a big Carby reunion. So we just did a wonderful episode of Tales from the Satellite featuring those two. Make sure you're checking out that stuff. I'm around Central PA the next 2 weeks.
Great episode of Tales from the Satellite. That's exclusively on patreon.com/EastSideDave. And it was the 41st episode. And we did the Carbys and a couple of other live reads. Luminescence was one, and the Penny Stock Chaser. So, just fun live read type stuff and commercials and whatnot. Really, really good, funny, fucking great shit. Great audio, really fun show. Check that out. Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite, patreon.com/EastSideDave.
I can't wait till we start. I can't wait. Really quick, Robert. I can't wait till we start doing Tales from Behind the East Side Dave show. Remember that?
You and I. Yeah. Once you get covered.
Yeah. I'll be in on that one for sure.
If you guys were to ever do that, I'd have to hunt you down and murder you both. Telling stories about me. No, I would love that show.
Yeah.
A freaking Roy retrospective about all of the shows all of the experiences I've put him through.
Yes, exactly.
For 15 years.
We've been together for what? I think almost at least 10 years now, right, David?
15.
I mean, how 15 years now.
You started Davey Mac Sports Program 2011.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
So, including this year, it's 15 years.
Amazing. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Great career, Roy. And if you don't come back from this Tommy John surgery of musicians, it'll be something you can hang your hat on.
He has no idea what Tommy John surgery is, though.
So
he thinks you're talking about like a fancy fashion brand, like fancy sweatpants. Tommy John.
Yeah.
Wasn't that for a while? Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys. Look, we will now upload this thing in a little bit and go check out that Tales from the Satellite for Roy Harter. This will be the last time in a couple months, but he will be back. So, Roy, we want you to have a good surgery, get well. We know everything will be fine, and we'll see you in a couple months or whatnot. And for Bobby Tamburro, for myself, I am Eastside Dave McDonald. Good night, everybody.